All right, so we back. You just unloaded. Started up went to your nice little shortcut and went to Unreal, and you're here. So go to Unreal Engine. You go to Library, or you can go to Launch Engine, and you can launch from here, or you can launch here. So this is what you normally see all the time. This is always up here when you come here. So let's go here. Launch. Depending on your system, it's going to take long or short. I remember when I first did this, I felt like wind has opened up. And also wind was at my disposal. uh, this is normally takes a little second to load up. Once you load it up the first time, your system kind of keeps a cache of it, if that's the correct term for that, and it doesn't take as long. It's coming. All right, so this is um, this is not going to be the first thing you probably see, but they added this new feature in here. So right here, you're going to decide what you're using Unreal Engine for, which is kind of cool. That Unreal has it has 1,000 different uses, but we want to make video games, so we're going to go to games. Next, and right here is where you decide. I'm used to seeing it. Okay, that's cool. Right here is where you decide what type of game you want to make. Right? So you got first person, a flying game, uh, handheld AR, meaning your cell phone. You can make a puzzle game, a rolling type game with it comes with a ball. You can roll things. A side scroller, a 2D side scroller, Super Nintendo style. A third person game, like most of the games that we play. A top down, Metal Gear Solid 1. A twin stick shooter, Geometry Wars, where you can move the ship and shoot at the same time. A racing game, which is kind of cool. You got your virtual reality, which I haven't messed with that yet. And advanced vehicle. Or vehicle advanced. This has like Gran Turismo type settings in it to mess with the vehicle versus just a regular old car. So, or you can just start blank if you can code. So, let's see. Let's start with your basic. Let's go to third person. It's going to tell you everything um, that comes with it and all that. You click next, and you want to choose if you know how to code. Well, pretty much in either one of these, you can choose. You can start coding or use Blueprint. All right, Blueprint is basically blocks of code that the engine has built in it that you can use to make your game with. So if you don't know how to code, you can learn how to use Blueprint, which are still coding, but little blocks of code is already made for you. That's why I think Unreal Engine is so great because anybody can get into it, anybody can learn it. But I don't suggest just 100% relying on Blueprint. Excuse me. Learn some code, learn your way around it somewhere because you're going to run into instances where you're going to need to understand it in order not to break your game. Now, I say that lightly because you can make a game 100% with Blueprint, but from the higher ups, from people who codes this engine, don't do that. So yeah, that's that. So choose Blueprint. You can still code with either one. It's not either or. Maximum quality, yeah, depending on your system. Yeah, yes, that's fine. What is this? Ray tracing. It's a new type of technology. Actually, my computer can't do that, but let's just leave that disabled right now. Ray tracing that's something for another video, but it's basically like advanced light Raise technology that is all the rage right now. I'm pretty sure you hear about it. Desktop or mobile tablet. I don't think that you have to change these within. Yeah, you can change these later. It actually tells you. Choose the closest equivalent target platform. Don't worry, you can change this later in the target hardware section of project settings because I actually have a game that I want to run on tablet. Okay, this is pretty cool. I always start with starter content. Starter content is basic stuff that it gives you to start with, or you can choose not to. And you can get this later too if you forget it or whatever. But yeah, just going to start it with it because it gives you a basic knowledge and we're going to use it. So down here is where the files, I mean, no, the project is going to create a file to go in. And if you already have an Unreal folder in your, mine is F, is in your hard drive, then it's going to go there. And then you can put a name to it. So let's just name this learning tool. That's fine. And create. Now this shouldn't take too long because it's an empty project. Yeah, see, it's going extremely quick. The more you add to your project, so the more stuff that you make and create and add to it, the slower it's going to get. And I'm going to stop this video here, and we shall return.